So I just finished up a live stream over on Brad Finn Day Trades. Pretty much power hour here Friday, finishing up week 1 of the Topstep Combine. I'm going to show you in this video all of the trades and everything that I made, mostly mistakes this week, guys. Mostly mistakes in week 1 of the Topstep Combine, but definitely some things I'm going to learn and take from into next week that hopefully if you're a new trader or you're doing the Topstep Combine, you can continue to do those things as well. Even though cliche, guys, it really is true. Topstep has made me a better trader this week. Even being in the red, it's nice knowing all of the lessons that I've learned with somebody, quote, like kind of looking over my shoulder, making sure I'm doing the right thing and knowing that I'm trading with their money, not my own. So really my P&L is only what I paid to try and pass the Topstep Combine. No resets this week, which is awesome. In the red, but ton of learning experiences that I know will be valuable for you. So let's dive in, take a look at the entire week. Let's look at the trades that I just took right here on the live stream, as well as all the other trades I looked at this week, some of the stats and the things that I learned. Here's the whole day so far. If we go to the morning session, let's just talk about today first. So this is going to be Friday. I started the day off pretty much wanting to avoid getting reset. As I mentioned in the Discord, I had a couple of bad days in a row, actually. But here's that news to start the day. And it flushed all the way down to here. And we pretty much worked its way out. I took a pre-market trade. And this is something that I'm going to talk about when we look at the whole week recap. I have not been successful. I don't think I've won or been profitable on one trade that was taken outside of market hours. I really need to stop doing that. And these are things that I'm journaling. And this is kind of why I like being live and being fully transparent with you guys. There's nothing to hide, and I have to face the music. We can see I tried to go long here thinking we were going to retrace this move, but there was no justification behind it. I play plays off of the 9 EMA, which we'll see. And I pretty much made a long right into the 9 EMA, and I immediately got stopped out. I lost $300 there. That's just stupid on my part, right? I should not be doing that. The market opened. So I started the day down 300. The market opened. I took a nice scalp off the 9 EMA. Here, another nice long $300 trade for me. And these are bracket orders. And does it sting to see it continue to fly upwards? Yeah, that sucks. It's not the ideal scenario I want to see. But, you know, after you get out of a trade, trades are going to go up. They're going to go down. That's, you know, you got to take your profit target. I was targeting the top of this consolidation. That's really what I wanted. This was a break-even trade for me, so I entered long, and then as I got into the profit, I moved it up, and then I got stopped out. Here's another 9 EMA scalp, came down, pulled back off the 9 EMA, was riding this 9 EMA, and we want to go with the trend. Trend is your friend. So we wanted to play that uptrend. I made that for $225, and things were pretty much good. This is on the 3-minute chart. This is where things got a little bit hairy for me at the end of the day, and this is kind of over trading. Looking in hindsight, I'm really over trading here. I had another one of those where I went long, it shot up to here, I took a break-even stop, and then it pulled back. And I was like, all right, but I still was looking at the book map, and there was still a lot of liquidity here to break through, and I knew that if we broke through, we were going to be good. Once I bounced back up here, I was like, it broke through that liquidity, and I was like, I'm going to try this trade again. It was the right trade. As we can see the candle after, like, this is where I had to not get angry because it was the right trade. But what happened was I have a 2-point stop. That's what I'm using as a bracket order. You can see up here, 2-point stop. I got stopped out at 1.75. So a little bit of leakage there on the bid-ask spread. And I wrote here, book map said it was going. That's why I went back in. But it literally bounced off my stop. It literally came down, hit this stop, and then we had a full continuation up here to 465. That made me like a little bit tilted. It made me angry. This is where I should have got up, walked away, and said, hey, listen, you have a 2-point stop for a reason. That 2-point stop has protected you time and time again. Let's not be angry. Sometimes you're going to top tick and exit and profit really well. Sometimes you're going to get bottom tipped on the way out. And here I rushed an entry. And this I wrote tilted trade. This was a tilted trade right here. I took another 225 loss. And that's when I said to myself, Brad, you're over trading. You're angry. And I got up and walked away. I should have gotten up and walked away after this, but I got a little bit angry. I felt a little bit heated. And that's the name of the ball game. It's a live and a learn. I'm not trading with my own money. So that's a good thing, right? I'm getting to learn these lessons trading the Topstep Combine, where the worst thing that can happen is that I can get, reset or break a rule, but I'm not breaking the rules. Today, my rules were do not go, daily loss limit was $3,000, which I'm not going to do. And my trailing drawdown, I had about $704 before I would have hit my trailing drawdown. So right now I'm living to fight another day, just being up for the market and green on the day, $90. So the goal for the next half hour here, I'm not saying I'm not going to take a trade, but it's got to be a really, really good one. We could see here, I've pretty much been waiting on the 1 hour chart. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this to break out of this. But we pretty much retraced this whole move on the day. The trend is up. Don't fight the trend on the hourly chart. So, pretty much all day you had to be looking for longs unless we saw this trend really, really break out. So we're going to see here if we can continue to pull back. I'm trading 2 contracts. We can see that there's really nothing going on to the downside. I could pretty much come up to valuary high, which is sitting right here at 40.67. If you're watching the stream, small channel guys, consider subscribing. Please hit the thumbs up button. I know I'm probably only going to get about 25 thumbs up, but please, any way we can, I want to try and build this channel. I streamed twice this week and 4 times over the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to try and do this like every Friday and see what happens. See, so now this pullback into here, we're going to see where this once acted as resistance. Now we've broke through that. I want to see if that's going to act as support and see if we can start to turn this around back before the end of the day. It's really, really hard for me to want to go short and fight the trend. That's another big rule that I learned with all the education that Topstep gives you. Once you enter their combine, they give you so many videos and access to people. And it's ridiculous how many of them say, don't trade against the trend. And there's so many times where it looks overextended and I want to take a short. And it's I look back in retrospect and I took shorts right at this, right here. I really can't take a short until we blast. With heavy volume, blast through this, and the book map is just wow, you need to do that. So see, now I'm trying to see if we're getting a little bit of whoop, maybe come up and mess around with highs. You can see on the day down 0.27, 11 points. Maybe after that huge dump this morning, maybe the market says, hey, let's get back to those overnight highs. Let's see what we can do here. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I really want to see what happens down here at this liquidity here. If we sell down through this and don't get any response, it's going to be harder for me to go long. We might go long here, guys. I'm going to see what it does once we get down to 66 here. See if we get more buyers. I'm going long. I'm long, guys. Stop is at 40.64. See if we can get some more buyers to step in here. Nope, sellers look like they're taking control. 65 is that really that make or break. Let's go. Push up. Push up. I just moved my stop to break even. I'm getting out of there, guys, at 150. I'm going to get out and secure green on the day. Let's go. I did need a green day, but I got to show you the book map because I have to be very, very clear with you guys. I didn't not want to take a trade that's my setup just because I'm afraid of being red on the day. You have to take emotions out of that. And this is a really, really good setup for me. This is where I went long. I saw this red come in. That red should have had a continuation. As soon as I saw these green dots, I was like, nope, buyers are still in control. And I went long. And I can make my short right below this liquidity. This is the beauty of the book map. And then boom, 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 a little chop. And then we just started riding back up. And I had to say, okay, where am I happy? And to me, this big buy right here, this is where I got out. The same exact, it's the opposite. Where I saw a big red with no continuation, which made me think, let's go long. I saw a big green here with no continuation. That's why I got out. Even though there was a big liquidity here, this lack of continuation off this huge volume said, hey, let's take a stop here, right? Let's do it. Now, is that always the case? No, look what we've done since. This is more that hindsight. It's continued up. I got out right here at 68. It's gone up another 2 points. Okay, so that's another $100 I left on the table. That's okay. I did say I wanted to target that, but when I saw that big red, that big green, which said buyers with no continuation, I said, I do not want to see this thing reverse on me. Here it goes, though. Look at this thing go. Let's see. We might have time for one more long. like I said, I'm not letting my emotion keep me from taking my quality setup. If we can break through this 74, I think we're going to go up to this 80, guys. 5 minutes left in the market. Currently up 233 on the day. So this is the end of the day volatility. This is just, to me, gambling in my opinion. I want it to go here, but this is just gambling right now. With 1 minute till the close, you see how much more active it is. We're getting a little bit of flush. I think this is going to be the end of the day. So here's my week, and then we'll jump back into Tradeovate and we'll see like some more stats. This is great because when you enter a combine, these are some things that Topstep is going to tell you. And they have an awesome tab here as well, which allows you to set rules, daily snapshots. It gives you a discipline score. Depending on how you set up your trade plan, it's going to build you like a good discipline score and say, hey, here are some things that you missed. And as we can see, my discipline score, not that great, but really bad yesterday, right? And it just helps you reflect. So this actually, the Trader IQ, along with the resources that you can scroll up to, they really do want you to succeed, okay? And they make it very, very clear. So right now, I'm in day 5. So this was coming into today. This will update every day at 5 p.m. On the first day, when I traded on Monday, I clawed back up and I had a profitable day on day 1 of $192. So really, like, that was a good day for me. The next day, I was down 243. Another like break even kind of day for me. Very, very happy. These were disciplined days for me. This day right here, $2,000, and we'll go in and you'll see how many trades. Guys, I overtraded this day. It's clear as day. I overtraded and I held trades too long. I was hoping, right? And we never want to do that. This day, yesterday, down another 1,400, overtraded again, started the day angry, but also I think, and this is another big thing, I was trying to get back this entire day. You should never be thinking, I lost $2,000, I got to get $2,000 today. Like every day is a new day. All right. And when you see it here, it just reinforces that. I should not have been thinking, okay, you lost $2,082 here. You need to get $2,082 back or you're a joke. What should have happened here on day 4 is I should have said, let's trade. Let's see what happens. Let's get some little pieces out of the market and see what happens. In this 150 step 1, you have to trade for 5 days. I would have been eligible to pass today if I got to the profit target of 9,000. I'm not. I'm at starting the day 3,600. I just had a green day, so that's going to change. Here are my rules. I'm not allowed to exceed $3,000 daily loss limit. I am only allowed to trade permitted products. The ES is permitted. I'm only allowed to trade 15 contracts or more at a time. I definitely don't need to worry about that rule. My balance cannot go below. So this trailing drawdown, meaning you have to be consistent. You can have a bad day, but you can't have multiple bad days in a row. We need to be profitable. And this trailing drawdown, it follows your account up. And then when you come back down, you have to be consistent. So that's really the thing that I was fighting today. I was trying to make sure that I didn't get below $145,692, and I did not. So this is Tradeovate. This is a broker that you can trade futures on that connects to Topstep. Okay, so anybody that's been following me knows I've been trading futures on Topstep for on Tradeovate for a really long time. So that transition was awesome. So all of these stats and things that they're showing, these are all going to be stats that are associated with Tradeovate. So what are we looking at? This is today. Today, I profited $233. I'll fucking take that, especially after the week. It gives you a little bit of profitable trades. It gives you a little bit of losses on your trades and some stats. I like to look at the largest winner and the largest loser, okay? But like I mentioned earlier, the average is a little bit tough because I do take some small break-even stops that skew that average. Once I get a little bit profitable, I like to move my stop and guarantee myself green. A lot of the times I probably should let the trade breathe a little bit, but I hate going from red to green. So I hate to do that. So my largest winning trade about 300, my largest losing trade 300 as well. Average trade time, okay, about a minute. So I pretty much still a scalper. My max run up on the day was $827. That means if I had a perfect day, that's where I would have been. My max loss was my max drawdown, 429. If I had the opposite of that day, that's where I would be. I paid $66 in commissions. It gives you the P&L throughout the day. All right, here's how your account looked on the day without fees and with fees. So really after that first 2 trades in the morning, I was pretty much green the whole day, which is a great feeling. This is a big one that I really am going to look at on the bigger scale of the entire week. When are you trading? When are you losing? When are you winning? All right. 9 trades is something also that I want you to look at for today. Total of 9 trades total. We can click this and we can look at certain things. So let's go back and look at Monday. Monday, 2 trades, $192. Awesome. All right. Very, very easy day. The next day, let's look at the next day, 29th. That was my only other green day of the week. Here, 14 trades, a lot more trades. Largest winning trade, 262. Largest losing trade, $1,125. Not only was that unacceptable, it was the first trade of the day. That's brutal. I started off that day after clawing my way back on Monday. I'm down $1,100 to start. And I tried to get back, but you could see this fear. Break even, stop. Let me zoom in a little bit. Break even, stop. Break even, stop. Break even, stop. Had a couple of winning trades, a losing trade. I was all over the map that day. Tough day for me. But this is unacceptable. Largest losing trade, 1,125. And I'd like to say that was the biggest mistake I made all week. But I only started using bracket orders yesterday. This is not using bracket orders. It's right there. And like I said, this is how Topstep is making me a better trader, because I wouldn't think so much about the analytics. I journaled, but not that much. If we go to Wednesday, largest trade, 550. I was a little bit angry with myself the day before, but look at the P&L here. 13 trades, 10 losers. I have in my trade plan, you've seen this in the Discord, 3 losing trades in a row. Get the hell out of there, Brad. I took 1, 2, 3 losing trades right here by 10 in the morning. I should have been out. Then I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losing trades right in a row. Every day that I have a loser, I break one of my trade plans. Every day. Every day that I'm red, I broke a trading plan. All right? And that, I mean, it's clear as day. It's crazy that if you're just disciplined, your life becomes so much easier. Is there anything you can see in common with the losing trades that you can approve? Yeah, like Robin, it really is like have bracket orders, have 2-point stops. You could always re-enter. Don't overtrade when you're angry. 3 losing trades in a row, get the F out of Dodge. You'll always live tomorrow. Trading is not about making money. It's about capital preservation. It's about being alive to trade tomorrow. And it's so true. Here's yesterday, 1,100. Losing trades. So yesterday I started bracket orders. I started moving them a little and I was like, ugh. I've never had a red week. I've never had this many losing days in a row. And I didn't know if it was the combine. I didn't know what it was. But I think what it was is trying to do too much too soon, having these quote profit targets and things like that. And I'm really, really glad today that I put Post-its all over my computer this morning, because I've been looking at this every day. I put Post-its all over my computer and I was like, I am not going to allow myself to make these mistakes today. And look what happened. I had a couple stops, but not a big stop. I didn't have a loss that took me out and took away all my profits, right? I had good risk to rewards and I ended up green on the day. So let's look at the entire week. This week, 63 trades. The largest winning trade was only $300. That was today. All right. That was today where I was patient and I was like, let's hit our targets. Let's not pull too early. Largest winning trade was on that one day. That was crappy. All right. Like I said, average winning trade, tough with all these little tiny green stops. All right. It's tough really to use that average. Like, I guess if I put them in a spreadsheet and got rid of the break evens, I think that these would be closer. I'm not really sure. Average winning trade, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Average losing, 3 minutes. So I'm pretty much out of there in 2 to 3 minutes per se. Average winning, the longest winning, 8 minutes. Longest losing, 8 minutes. So that's pretty consistent right there. Max run up, 915. Max drawdown, 4,100. not great. We can see that I was pretty much this week, I was successful or profitable on 57% of my trades, and my break even was 1.5, and then my losing trades were 41. 60-40 is pretty good if my risk to reward comes around. If I can keep those brackets good, 60-40 is a pretty good trading percentage. That tells me that I know my entries, I just have to be a little bit more patient, and I have to wait for my particular targets. The other thing that I really want to come down to is this graph right down here, guys. And this is the time of day, and this is something that Rob just mentioned. Is there anything that I'm going to take away? I do not trade well outside of my trading window of 9:30 in the morning till 11. Okay. I just don't do it. 8 a.m. I'm losing, never winning. This is like first 15 minutes of the market, not doing so good. This was also that huge $1,100 trade that I had to start. I trade look, this is right here, 10:30, when I'm the most profitable. When I've been sitting at the computer from 9:30 to 10, getting an idea and feel the market, finding trends, that's when I'm successful. When I trade in the afternoon, no. This is power hour. This is what we just did. So I actually just shrunk this. Not good. And then here's at night when I'm sitting around really bored and I make a losing trade. So the takeaways from this week, okay, use those bracket orders. Have yourself a fixed stop. If I can't enter within 2 to 3 points, I don't want to enter. Don't overtrade and trade on tilt. If you have a bad day, take a red day, walk away from that red day early. You have 3 bad trades in a row, Brad. You need to walk away. You're not seeing the market clearly. Trade inside your trade window, and that's as simple as that. Do not try and get back yesterday's trades today. Just trade today in the moment, and that's really that. And I think if I can do that, I think I'm going to have myself a really good week next week.